Brian's logic thinks this image is a globe killer. Let's have a closer look at that statement. First of all, I want to thank all my patrons, members, donors and subscribers. All of you are important for me. Thank you very much. Brian's logic, the man who don't understand astronomical navigation. This time he thinks this image proves a flat Earth. It's, according to him, a globe killer. Let's have a look at this nonsense.
Well, how are you doing? This is going to be a short video. I'm just going to pull apart the whole Lake Pontchartrain bridge claim from the likes of Jesse Kozlowski and Soundly and Blue Marble Science and all these other morons.
So all who claims that this bridge proves the globe are morons, according to Brian. I think we will show that it's the other way around, Brian.
I never made a video about it, so it seems as people are bringing this back up. You know, I don't know where they're getting the geometric horizon out of it, but that's what they're claiming. Seems as they're bringing this topic back up. I'll just pull it apart right now. It's very, very simple. Okay.
First of all, Brian, we never claim that we see the geometric horizon, because it's impossible. We have an atmosphere, so that's pure bullshit. Okay, let's look a bit more on this stupidity.
So there is another shot, right, of this is a shot of the Lake Pontchartrain bridge causeway across the lake here, and here is Soundly's photograph from the 15th story or whatever in that hotel, looking across the way. And, you know, people argue about, you know, these here and all the refraction and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's fine. But never mind all that, because all this stuff here, all this bendy bridge means absolutely nothing. And I show you why Soundly and everyone else involved, when they reference this photograph, they are proving without a shadow of a doubt that there is absolutely zero curvature across Lake Pontchartrain.
Brian, are you blind or are you plain stupid?
Okay, now, here I'm just going to try and bring it up a bit further. Okay, here I have two red lines, one here and one here, and I have a yellow line up here, right? This red line here is the inferior mirage at this side of the bridge. This red line here is the inferior mirage at this side of the bridge. Right.
Brian claims that it's a mirage where you have the red lines. I can't see the mirage. Let's zoom in on this image. Okay, first to have a look at the left side of the image. Hard to tell if it's a mirage or not. Let's have a look on the right side. I don't see any clear evidence of a strong mirage.
We just move this one down, right? That is the line at this side. This yellow line is matching the one on the right side, on the left side, and this one here seems to be below it. For whatever reason, there seems to be different or more inferior mirage or whatever, it doesn't matter, but they're not exactly in line, or they appear to not be in line. It depends on the angle of the camera and blah blah blah, but they just appear that way, right? I just said I'd throw that in there just as an extra. But this is the thing, right? See all this bendy bridge and all this other nonsense, right? This and what's, you know, him taking a photograph through a window, all that, none of that means anything.
It's a clear fact that you see a bending bridge, and I can promise you, if you take that photo any day in any circumstances, it will look bent, because the Earth is a globe. But I don't see any proofs of your claims of a flat Earth.
Here you have inferior mirage at the other side of the lake. Here you have inferior mirage at the other side of the lake, right? How do you have inferior mirage up in the air? You can't. Inferior mirage requires two things. One, it requires the density of air that is only found at the surface of Earth, and two, it requires a surface. That means what he's filming over here is the surface. So this is the surface over here, all right? Above this red line. This is the surface over here above this red line. So why is the bridge going down? Who cares? Some kind of refractive nonsense and all the layering he did and whatever else. Who cares? You can't have inferior mirage. You cannot have inferior mirage without the density of air that is found at basically close to the ground and sea level, right? Close to the surface of Earth and sea level, and you can't have it without a surface. It requires a surface for that to happen. That's why you don't see inferior.
You can't have a mirage without a surface. Are you really that stupid, Brian? On a globe you have a surface, and in your flat Earth fantasy you have a surface. What's the difference?
Mirage at the bottoms of airplanes and up on the side of mountains and all the rest of it, because there isn't the density of air there that's necessary. You see it across roads. If you look across roads, when you're low down to the road on a hot day, you see it across water, right? You see it across oceans, and you see it across lakes and blah blah blah, just like here. You can't have inferior mirage, right, that's loomed up or some other absolute nonsense. This is the other shoreline over here, 24 miles away or whatever. That's what he's showing, the other shoreline, right? It's inferior mirage, which means there is a surface, and there is the density of air that is only found at the surface. That's it. So you can't have inferior mirage without those things. So the fact that there is inferior mirage there proves that that it's flat. And if anyone wants to check the elevations at the other side here, it's a very, very gradual. I think you have to go back like a mile or two before you get like a 30 foot above the water elevation. So it's very kind of flat over there at the other side. So that's why you're not seeing a lot of stuff high up at the back, because it's pretty. I mean, the elevations at ground level over there, they don't go up very high. You know, you have to go back a bit for them to start rising. You know, is it Louisiana or whatever? It's all that kind of bayou area anyway. So there you go. He's proven that it has to be flat because there's inferior mirage. Can't have inferior mirage without a surface and with the density of air that's required to be there for it to happen. You only get that density of air at the surface. So he's proving without a shadow of a doubt that everything above this red line and everything above this red line is the surface. Well done, Soundly. See you later.
I did play Brian's whole video, and he makes no sense at all. He claims mirage, and he claims that mirage needs a surface, but you have a surface on the globe too, Brian. And if it's mirage, you would have mirage closer to us. The mirage is not only appear at the shoreline. So if it's mirage, which you can't prove, where is it? How far away starts the mirage and the effect of the mirage? You have no proof of anything of your claims. This is only silly. Why will you see this in every condition, Brian? Because this you can repeat. You always will see a bent bridge if you take a photo from this location. It will differ because of the atmospheric conditions and so on, but you always will see the curve. Once again, thank you all who support the channel and in that way also support Ukraine. Thank you. I'm working a lot. I'm not out at sea, but I'm working with other things because of this fool in the east, this dangerous man. So I'm not sure how often I will be able to release new material, but I hope it will be soon. Have a nice weekend all, and thank you all. See you soon, bye.